everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Vikings are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Eagles, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Eagles going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles, and they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Minnesota Vikings. Out of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit. They're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 25. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Shields. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, little 360. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the... So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now a first down carry by Bell. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Bell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw. Shields. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Looking to throw. Shields looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Operating from the gun. Shields. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be first down, Vikings. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's go! Blue Niner!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He need here on 4th and a yard. Roberto Aguayo now to try to tack on 3. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And out now come the Eagles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. He's letting it fly for Cook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
All right, here we go.
To throw on 2nd down. Shields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Off play action. Shields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right
You're
there.
a YouTube remix, pure bum.
I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Evans. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So in the end, they had the ball
Pure
for 10
ass.
plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back in. Into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Brinson now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now, as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he will not only not get the yarding now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
All right, here we go.
A final shot before break. Shields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. It's a short kick.
Warmed in microwave corn dog eaten bun.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough
Aladdin
coverage.
SMFH.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a handoff as they run left side. Pick up of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Shields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go.
From the gun, Shields. Over the middle, complete. That's Carpenter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, Shields. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields. He's going to loft one deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guy?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down following the incompletion.
86 to man. 86 to man. Here we go now.
To throw again. Shields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now it's Brinza to kick it away.
So father-son on same team and 8 years apart.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Barney.
Operating from the gun. Shields. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Throwing on first down. Shields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw on second down. Shields. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I got you, 88. I got you. No. Check. Patriot. Hang on now.
Off play action. Shields. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Looking to throw on second down. Shields. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on third down. Shields. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Caught left side, Williams. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust, because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The give is to Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure.
All the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Fresh set of downs here. And they give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. No, check. No, check. Patriot. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Garrett Swanson now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And now out comes Minnesota. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And that will be incomplete.